What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Toshi today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are on this, the 18th day of May. 8 hours and 5 minutes left in this week. 8 hours and 5 minutes left in this day here. A little bit of a volatile week, right? You had a nice top at 00098 right there at significant psychological resistance right there at double zeros one, right? Those rounded numbers, those ones, those tens, hundreds, even in the decimals, they provide psychological resistance a lot of the time. Very obvious areas to kind of play off of here. If we're looking at this on a daily time frame, it seems as though you're in a bit of a bull flag, and you might be breaking out, man. Today you might be that could have been it, all the way down to 30626. Seems appropriate. Seems like that's a fine area to find support, and support you have found. 19% up on the day. If this is a bull flag, and who am I to call it a bull flag? But I think it might just be a bull flag. If it is a bull flag, you've flagged, you've found your low, and now you're going higher, potentially up to 001877. So you're at 3078 right now. I know that might sound like it's light years away, but man, it's going there. It's going there probably at light speed. It's going to go there in a very, very short amount of time. Now, I just made a video talking about this for another coin. Typically, with bull flags, whenever you get an endeavor like this, the breakout move will not move at the same pace. It'll actually probably move at a lesser pace. Still fast, right? But instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to do this, or 6 days, 7 days, however long it took, maybe it takes 14 days. Maybe it takes 10 days. Maybe it takes 20. You know what I mean? It'll still move up. I think 200% over a 20-day span is fast still. But just less fast, right? That's all I'm trying to say. And it would make a lot of sense that your measure move takes you up to here, because measure moves are not prophecies. They're not exact predictions. You don't have to stop right there. I mean, I guess they are exact predictions, but they're not a guarantee of the exact outcome, right? You don't have to stop right there. You can exceed it. You can fall short of it. You never know where you might stop, but something around this area of 2018 is what I'd expect. And this area here lines up pretty well with the current all-time high area there. It makes sense that before breaking out to new all-time highs, you might find some turbulence. You might consolidate a little bit and then get ready, right? You might make this move up, consolidate a little bit, and then move up, right? Maybe it's not that neat. Maybe it's more dramatic. Who knows? You know how it looks. But then one way or another, you're going to break out to the upside, and you'll see some very fantastic growth overall. Toshi looking productive, looking like you're on the right way. Daily RSI here, overbought as hell, man. You got all the way up to the 90, rejected down, cooled off. You cooled off so fast, man. Cooled off so fast. Look at where you are in the RSI, all the way down here, right? You're at the same area in price where you closed right here on this day when you were all the way up at the 85 in the RSI. You literally swapped your 85 for a 60, and you're at the exact same price. Crazy stuff, man. So good little bit of volatility there. Great buying opportunity, finding support right in the heart of this kind of turbulent zone here. You're looking like you want to move up. I think this is the real deal. I don't believe, if you're looking to invest in Toshi and you want to buy below 307, I don't believe you're going to get that chance anymore, right? It's done. It's gone. We're going up higher. That's what's happening. 1 hour time frame here, bullish as hell. Volume coming in, RSI getting overbought. Love to see it. That's great. Perfect. 4 hour time frame looking like it wants to get overbought. You had your downtrend. You substituted for a sideways trend, and now you're replacing it with an upward sloping trend instead. Higher lows and higher highs bouncing off the 40. Once the 4 hour gets overbought, that's when the party really starts. I think you're building volume as you're moving up. It's looking good. It's looking really good. 2 minutes 26 seconds left in this 4 hour candle. You're looking like you're breaking out of this little horizontal box here. You're going to have a breakout. The candle's going to close right above there with volume. This is good. Good things. You broke out of your downtrend, didn't you? You just broke out of it. That's what you did right here. So perfect. 2 minutes left. You're probably going to break out of it. I mean, unless you drop really hard in the next 2 minutes, I suppose. High to low. Golden ratio tipped. You've tipped the golden ratio, and you're pulling back to the 0.5. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is a perfect area to bounce from, right? You don't have to go lower. But if you were, you're at 3077 right now. Maybe, just maybe, you go down to 30746, something there at the lowest. That'd be my expectation, and then you move up. But one way or another, tomato, who cares? You've got higher prices to go. That's what the 1 hour's telling me. That's what the 4 hours telling me. The 4 hours telling me not only do you have higher to go, but the party hasn't even started yet. Over the coming days, by the end of today, I would expect you're at higher prices. Over the coming days, I'd expect you're at higher prices. And then, I mean, if you do close at higher prices today, you really could be getting into the overbought zone, and that would be a nice look, man. Last time you topped off with a higher high in your RSI, might you do the same here? I'm assuming, if we look at this every single day, just check this out, right? You go here on this day, or here on this day, right? on both of these 2 days and the days in between, you've got a higher high right here in comparison to this high. Well, that's bearish divergence. You had a lower high in the RSI, a higher high in the price. That's bearish divergence. You kept moving. You had a higher high here, higher high than this high, right? But from here to where the RSI was, that was like a double top. It was a lower high. That's bearish divergence. You had that bearish divergence all the way up essentially until the last 2 days of your move. I'm just saying, with this RSI the way it is right now, even though it's all the way up at the 90, do not get scared. Do not look at this and think, oh, this is bearish divergence, we have to go back down here. No. We'll probably just keep growing until that RSI gets above this RSI. I doubt that we form bearish divergence based off of this, but time will tell. And that's kind of a bold call, actually, because that's all the way up at the 90. Effectively, what I just said there was we're going to see a reading in the RSI that's above the 90, which that's a pretty bold call. If you don't know anything about the RSI, just understand that's a bold call right there. And I think we will get it. I really do think that we will get it. It just depends. My expectation would be by the end of this month of May, by the end of the month, you are either at new all-time highs or you're very, very close to them. Okay, that's the expectation. And what's probably going to happen is you'll move up, you'll have your move, and then going into the end of the month, you'll probably consolidate a little bit more, something like that. I don't know if the move's probably not going to happen that fast, right? It'll probably happen a little bit slower than this last move, but still at a nice pace. Consolidate going into the end of the month, and then next month we'll probably start breaking out and seeing higher prices, right? End of June, the expectation for Toshi is to go all the way up at 0.0045 to 0.1, something around 1 cent even, right? So from here, from the current price to there, that's about a 5.7x to potentially a 13x at a maximum. Anything and everything in between, right? Crazy, crazy growth. Very, very phenomenal growth potential. And you got a good bit of that coming your way over the next week or two. So I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Good job. It's nice to see Toshi pump. It really is. Don't be surprised if you, I know we're talking about this move as happening right now, and I essentially effectively think it is happening right now, but don't be bored or surprised if you get moments like this where you're just moving sideways for a day or for half a day, or you pull back for a day. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a straight line up every step of the way. But you're not overbought on your 4 hour. You've just only gotten overbought on your 1 hour. I don't think it stops here. I don't think any of these pullback boring moments start right now. But they, when they happen, just be patient. Sit on your hands. Buy more if anything. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button. Bye-bye.